Kapla, and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. I am the Big B82, and this is part 81 of my KDF Tactical Officer. We're about to undertake the mission Mirror and Smoke in the New Frontier story arc. The Lukari have detected strange readings, and they've asked us to assist them to go and investigate it. When we left off, we've prevented the Tzenkethi from destroying the planet of pre-warp civilization, and it seems as though they seem to want to detonate these devices on planets that seem to have some strange crystals on them. What are these crystals? Well, I guess the Lukari are going to have to try and figure that one out. But let's get this mission.
While searching for signs of weaponized protomatter, one of our long-distance research probes made a most curious discovery. It found a Class M planet at the heart of the Gonkra Nebula. That's not the most exciting news, however. The probe detected the presence of sentient life on the planet. The biosigns were very similar to our own. It is possible that we have discovered a lost tribe of Lukari. We're going to investigate, and we'd like some backup. The probe went offline rather suddenly after detecting the planet. These people might not be very friendly.
And we are already there, so let's begin. Mirrors and Smoke. So, not very friendly, potentially Lukari. Right. Hopefully not, but hopefully they're as bubbly as she is. Well, that'd be nice. I've unlocked that ship now, but no point in me showing it because he's not a science officer. Gorm technically are scientists. Not scientists in Klingons.
I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact.
Thank you. Open hailing frequencies. Comms. No response. Perhaps the nebula is causing interference. Compensating for the nebula conditions, the Heart Master, still no response.
To a familiar face. May I open a channel?
It's worth a shot. Proceed.
Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K. of the LSS Reskava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us.
Still quiet. Is the universal translator online?
I'm not certain. Wait. They're locking weapons.
Red alert. Fire to disable.
I don't understand.
No match for a fully armed Klingon vessel. Cowards.
Alien vessels. This is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kentari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities and ask you to do the same.
This is the Heart Master Takis of the IKS Davuk. Explain yourself, Prime Minister.
There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
Yes, send your meeting site coordinates. Takis out.
The Kentari, they survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kentar and make it here. Incredible. Historically, Kentari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are.
Let's beam down. Changed my thing about a little bit because now I've got two healers with me because Frack is pissing useless. That's generally the reason why I've done it, because frack is pissing useless. Small, he's a tiny gone youngling. He doesn't understand. If I'm out an airlock, he might understand.
Sacred trees of Lukari. The Kentari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street?
I'm wondering about that myself. Message from the Kentari, the High Master. Apparently there was a minor error in the coordinates they provided, resulting in your current situation. Transmitting updating coordinates for the Kentari capital. Building on to you now. Shall we beam you to it? Negative. It's not too far from here. We'll go on foot.
That Kentari on the street looks quite ill.
I'm reading extreme levels of toxins in the Kentari lungs without treatment. He'll be dead in months.
Reading high levels of toxic chemical emissions in the area. They still use unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable. How peculiar. The doors here have built-in filtration systems.
Toxin filters in this door.
What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store? It's full of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge... Does that fluid look off to you?
That drain pipe is leaking acidic fluids from high levels of pollutants.
Enemy target on center.
I've never seen this level of suffering.
I have.
Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. There.
You've clearly never been
There
here.
are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Kill the Lukari and her alien lackeys!
Enemy target on center.
Hatred for Lukari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature.
Agreed. Let's keep moving. What have we got here? Only a few pages catch your interest. Which page you want to read? The economic page.
The lunar colony is providing just enough food to support the Kentari population at current consumption levels. The government has launched a new farm labor program aimed at increasing food production and adding new jobs. The program is expected to launch prior to the beginning of the next crop cycle on the colony.
Environmental
The
page.
structural integrity of several housing blocks has been called into question by independent analysts. Ministers of the building authority deny any cause for concern as tower extension projects aimed at elevating the blocks above the smog level have commenced.
Science.
The smog business epidemic is on the rise. If you find a citizen collapsed on the street, call the nearest medical station. When you purchase breathers, make sure you provide for your children before you provide for yourselves. We must secure the future.
And sports.
It's now noon, number 41 of the South Capitol Steel Benders. The
The Capitol building is a short distance from here.
Asteroid mining in the system has revealed a new mineral. Its primary use lies in power generation, and it could serve as a high-energy alternative to chemical and atomic fuel sources currently in use. The Kentar Energy Consortium has secured initial rights to harvesting the mineral known as ardenite. Contrary to reformist propaganda, smog levels are stable and decreasing in some quadrants. Yes, construction teams are receiving contracts, but this will lead to job creation and affordable housing throughout Kentar City. Remember, as upper floors are bought and moved into, the lower floors are made available to others at affordable rates. Looking for an 80th floor view? Soon you'll be able to get one. United, we are strong.
God's sake.
Recent studies on the connection between unprotected breathing and the so-called smog sickness were inconclusive. Many of the planet's population never wear breathers, and none have been diagnosed with the disease. Remember, eat well and work hard. Staying strong is the only true way to keep from getting ill.
That sounds oddly familiar in modern day and the sports page.
Morano, the Beast, Moody, number 15 of the colony feeders, has received more criticism for speaking out against the owners of the various planetary teams. Moody continues to state that the team owners are subjecting the players to horrible living conditions while the owners all live in penthouse suites. Multiple players have gone on the record that their living conditions are fine and they are not being bribed to make these statements. A boycott on all Beast souvenirs is still in effect in most cities, though Moody has yet to be suspended by the Sporting Guild.
Even here, the poor huddled in misery. What? Another attack?
You foolish idiots.
Is that the last of them? Let's go inside. The Kentari have some explaining to do.
Agreed. I'm not in a good mood.
Well, this place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Welcome to New Kentar. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people.
This would explain the repeated attacks.
I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better, and the traditionalists, who cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with them. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lukari, as a threat to their existence.
What danger do we or the Lukari pose to your people?
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. And the Lukari, dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned. And more dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right about all of you.
Such xenophobia is unwarranted, Minister.
Minister Pentaro is in charge of planetary security. It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic. The idea of working with aliens, with Lukari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue with outside parties.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
You're not wrong, Captain. And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders?
What? What urgent news? Tzenkethi warships are fast approaching the moon of the planet. Kentari forces are moving to intercept, but they are heavily outgunned. Go to red alert. We'll do what we can to help.
Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
Tzenkethi are not our allies, as you'll soon see.
I believe you. Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Don't worry. I'll pull your ass out of the fire. The Kentari have moved to engage the Tzenkethi forces to harm us, but they won't last long without us, especially against the Tzenkethi flagship. Helm, take us in, all hands, battle stations.
Saving their ships might build some trust with the Kentari.
Doubt it. Don't seem like the peaceful, kindly, chatty kinds.
For the Union! For the Kentari!
Mark A. what?
Concentrations of the crystals targeted by the Tzenkethi on the Kentari moon, along with numerous Tzenkethi life signs and several Protomatter signals. We'd better hurry. They may be preparing to detonate more bombs.
Agreed, let's get to the moon and stop the
Get to
Tzenkethi.
the moon and stop those bombs, now!
Okay, okay. Chill.
I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lukari.
A few hours later.
energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
It was a protomatter bomb. It eradicates all organic matter. I'm sorry.
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
A likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
That's ridiculous. We just risk our lives to protect you.
Calm yourself, Pentaro, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able.
We'll be on Overwatch in case the Tzenkethi return. That didn't take long. The Tzenkethi warships inbound, weapons hot. Idiots.
The Protomatter emitters are in place. The matrix is stable and primed for effect. Let me know when you want me to initiate the restoration procedure.
Make it so.
Protomatter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now.
Something is wrong. Everything just stopped. Why? I don't understand. I checked the settings myself. That moon should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite.
Indeed. Klingon warrior would never betray his trust. Well, I'm going. So I might betray. I'll just bugger off. Go and chase something. Not sure what. I need to think of something.
Alright, let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments.
Understood. We'll adjust each of them. Yeah. Bloody mini games.
Curious. Someone made adjustments to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lukari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work. I hate to say it, but I believe one of the Kentari observers made those adjustments.
Better be sure. Wait, hear that?
Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise.
Damn right.
Kentari! Cut them while I secure the Protomatter! I secure the Protomatter. I could use some assistance. Kentari! Cover me while I secure the Protomatter! I'm far from the defense, Kentari! They just don't know when to quit, do they? Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise. I could use some assistance. Oh, Protomatter secured. We're safe.
Oops, I cut her off. Sorry. Sorry, Captain. Didn't mean to cut you off. Of course, you want to find out what she said. I mean,
All systems are online. We're ready to go. Initiating restoration process now.
Protomatter matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you.
Kamarke made this happen. No thanks to the traditionalists.
Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar.
We see them. They're on an attack course.
Alien vessels! Surrender or be destroyed!
Really?
Forced my hand. You and your pathetic Lukari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy.
Stand down before more people get hurt, Minister. Final warning.
Exile was too
Yeah, let's go to Captain Gamarko's ship.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us. Diplomacy is part of a captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge. Welcome to the Riskava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentari and Lukari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
You will sign a peace agreement, or the giant lizard eats you. You say, hey, Pentaro, meet my 8-foot gone friend. Yeah. After all this time, after all this time, the Kentari are here, alive. I can hardly believe it. This will be quite the revelation back home. Many of the Lukari do not look fully upon the great Exodus and the Kentari who forced it upon us. Still, we may be on a path of reunification, one that lets us rebuild what was lost with the Kentari. I hope so. Okay, and with that we are done with part 81. So when we come back we'll be doing brush fire. The Alliance wants your assistance and wants you to assist General Rodek, a high priority covert operation. Meet him in the right patch to begin the mission. I'm sure he's going to interrupt me while I do my outro. I'm not too bothered. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.
Imperial intelligence has learned.
Thank you, General. Thank you, Chancellor. I'm the Big B82. This is the end of part 81. I shall see you in part 82, Brushfire. Please subscribe. Comments are welcome. And as always, I appreciate any thumbs up. Ciao for now.